Alright, well, hello and welcome back again on a Wednesday night. We only have one game tonight, but it should be another fun one. We'll pause once we get right back around to our screen here as we have the Havoc taking on the Foxtrotters. So, two more teams who, hard to rate. That has definitely been kind of the theme of the week, but that's where we're at. So, we'll see. As we can move through our results, you can see 3 played so far. No sweeps yet, and the majority have gone to 5. We'll see if that tradition holds up here, but definitely a good week of games. Couple quote-unquote low seeds. I think definitely, especially that Atlanta game, a bit of an upset based on expectation. Mudcats were close, and then Boston also put up a good fight. So, haven't really had any dominant games. I think Prism breaks that a little bit, but obviously that's a different league, so we don't worry about that over here. As we also can move over to our standings. Again, it's week 1, and only 3 games have been played, so not much to look at, but we can just kind of look at it. Of course, you can see Atlanta with the 3-1 holding first, and then the 2-3-2 teams sorted by their goal diff. So it's Inchin, then Luxor. And you can invert their opponents for the bottom half. Cool. As you look over to our stats now, as we've said several times, the team averages aren't the most useful because they're players who haven't been on it for the most part. Liam being an exception, Brett being an exception, everyone else I believe not being on this team. So and for everyone who's been around, we have stats, Aiden and LP being exceptions, because we haven't seen Aiden in the 8-bit league, and LP a new joiner. So we'll see how they play in their first game. And then on the other side, we have Brett alongside Jared, who showed up big for the Demons in the late half of last season. Wild Boy, who's around. He ended up, I think, most recently on New Mexico. And then Craney, who spent the season on Inchin and was a big part of that team. So I think kind of the duality here is that Havoc are kind of relying on how well do LP and Aiden play to see how do the new players pick up that team. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have KC, who it's players we've seen, but they haven't all been stars or they haven't all popped off and been that piece. So how do they play together and can they build a strong roster, So I think KC are kind of known talents, that it's how do they work together. Honolulu are new talents, that it's how do they show up. As we do have one team in, just waiting on the other one to get in there. So, of course, it's typical to have a few minutes here. A little bit rough week 1 when there is nothing to talk about because these teams have not played yet. And so it's all speculation. But I mentioned it in the Discord. Both of these teams with returning managers really trying to bounce back from last season. Obviously, their draft capital wasn't great. But you look at the teams, and they're pretty solid. And then, as you can see, 5th and 6th placements. Both of them were favorites in the top 4 going into the playoffs and then fell flat in the quarterfinals. For Honolulu, they lost 4 straight after going up 2-0 against Birmingham. For KC, they also lost 4-2, I believe, against Boston, who they had swept 2 weeks earlier in the final week of the regular season. So definitely sour ends to the season for both of these managers. So now trying to find something better. And maybe not the best setup to do it, but I've seen teams perform kind of out of nowhere before. So we'll see. As we do now have both teams in, just need a player to leave from one of them, and then we should be able to get underway. As always, hoping for a good one. I think I'm going to predict with KC here, just because, like I said, they are known quantities, and I believe in the names that are there. But I think if Aiden's been playing, if LP plays like they did in the scouting scrims, and if Koala or Liam build up the roster well, then this Honolulu team could also be scary. So I'm definitely not counting out either, especially in week 1. It's so hard to pick a side, but I think I'm going to side with KC. as I'll send a message because it's been a minute and no one has stepped out from one of our teams. And then, by the way, LP, in case you didn't notice, they changed their name to Pibble with the name changes. And as soon as they joined the lobby, they said, "Hello, chat, I am Pibble." So just in case you wanted to know that, there you go. LP is Pibble. As we load in here, game number 1. Both teams in their primaries, which has honestly been a little bit of a rarity this week. A lot of change-ups, but we do have Honolulu in their lime and Casey in their pinkish red. They're trying to jump up for it. Able to get a 50 here, but it's Aiden on it. Pibble also dives in. I think I'll just say LP, but I read the nameplate there. Right, jumping up, able to beat Koala too, as we do have Koala starting for Havoc. So it's Liam and Wild Boy sitting out here in game 1. Could be starting rosters. I think we'll definitely see how the season develops for both these sides, but wouldn't be surprised if Koala tries to center this one, but it is dunked away, I believe, by Jared. Rainey trying to turn around. Aiden will there dribble it in. Will get 50'd, but he just wins it out. LP's there. They put it a little bit wide. Koala off the side again. This one dropping down. Brett already up. Plays it towards net, but it's blocked away by Aiden. Now Aiden trying to follow it. Takes his time. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Will use it to get the catch. Goes for the flick, but can't quite get on it. Just has to watch it bounce away. Now LP another center, but it's Jared with the long clear. Aiden now turning around. Pops over one. Tries to go for the hook shot, but only able to get a 50. Dropping down to Koala. He'll wait on it, though, and Brett is able to pop it out again. Now LP around the outside. Jared looking for the drop down. Can't quite get around to it. Now Aiden goes under it as well. Jared off the back wall. And Koala to push it out to the side. Aiden jumping in. LP dunked down. Can't get a double, and Aiden will be forced to sit back, but he'll make a catch on the shot. And we'll take it out to the corner. Now Aiden over one. Dunk past the second as well. That's a big win forward as Brett will try to play it away, but it's LP to dunk it back in. Rainey dives by that one. And there's no one left to challenge. Just gets back to the midfield. Buys some space for KC, although Aiden's still staying with it. Will eventually lose the 50, and Jared clears it away. Very back and forth so far. Obviously no goals through the first 2 minutes. Who can get on the board first? So we've seen a lot of chances for both sides. I think Aiden's probably been the most dominant on the field so far, but hasn't turned into anything concrete. Koala tries to pop this one out. Aiden moving in. It's a roller, and Brett's there for the save. Up in the air again. Brett will remove one. Second is there, but Craney able to win it by LP. It'll be Aiden moving in next. Now off the corner again. Jared trying to pop it up in the air. Koala jumping up as well. Will get bumped away. Out to the side, it's Koala trying to center it across. This one dropping down and bouncing out to the side while Aiden around the corner looking for the play, but it's Jared to send it away. Still though, LP wins it forward. There's no one in net. Koala tries to pass it back. LP's there again, but Craney dives in. Dropping down again. Jared trying to catch KC. They've been stuck in defense for a while now, but finally Craney helps them to break out, and they might just score. Brett takes goal 1. It's a long clear. It gets awkward. They don't cover the net quite well enough, and Brett slots it bottom right corner. 1-0 Foxtrotters halfway through game 1. Still time for more action, but that is big. We continue to roll on through this one. Trying to pop this one up. Will stay behind it, looking for the 50 and gets it forward. Oh, he's still under it. Cuts, looking for a flick. Does have it, but not enough on it. Jared gets a save. Now he'll get a 50. That'll break midfield. KC relieve the pressure. Boost is stolen from Brett. He'll still get over one, but the shot is high. And Aiden will play it out to the side. Now Aiden going again. Another one forced forward, but Brett will take it the other way. 80 seconds to go. Brett continuing to put some pressure on the Havoc as they cannot get through to the net. LP gets a save, but it's Brett backing up Jared as he'll take control. He'll take it up in the air. He'll 50 it across to the center. And it's Koala needed for a save. Koala now chasing it. Goes under it, and Craney will take it the other way. Full boost on Aiden. Needs to save. Has to save. Jared there to follow. Koala gets the next one. Good defense by the Havoc, but they need to find the offense. 45 left to go. Still down 1-0. LP, that'll be one, but Craney's back. Off the left side, it'll roll up, and now 50 to cross. LP trying to wait, will now blast it forward. Jared letting it bounce, has a great read to send it away. LP off the right wall, Koala doesn't have it, Aiden has to retreat. Now it's Craney up off the back wall. Aiden, a low boost, will just bang it away. Brett moving in next, but it's LP for the dunk. 20 seconds. It's in the right half, but Honolulu need to get on it. This one dropping forward. Koala up the right wall, looking for the pass down. It is light. LP will get there, but it's off the corner. Dropping down. Double back to Aiden. Had the shot. Couldn't put it on target. And now the time runs down. Great clear by Jared, and that kills it. Kansas City take the first. You could definitely see a window there for Aiden, but a summary of the game as Honolulu just can't quite break through, and so they drop it 1-0. I mean, you can see the shots just about even, 6-7, 8. I should have said 7-6. My bad. But either way, I mean, just kind of shows how this one went. Very close, very back and forth, maybe a bit Honolulu favored, but that was a little bit early on, I'd say. As the game went on, control definitely shifted back more to the Foxtrotters. And they do secure the game. So now as we load in, focus for Honolulu. You just kind of got to get a goal on the board. Obviously, you had good pressure, you played a good game, but if you can't score, you obviously can't win, so need to see them get that goal across the line. Walla now trying to follow this one around. Popped up, Brett kind of gets in the way of it. Jared will still try to jump, but just ends up knocking it down wide. Aiden now another 51 away. Feels like he's had so much impact, but moments like that, you see LP and Aiden bump each other now. It might just work out as LP has a flick, but KC just pinch it away. Point is, I mean, sometimes like that it'll work, but you see them kind of on top of each other and not really working around each other well enough that they find good space, but they just take a direct shot or just kind of play it out to no one. The attack fizzled, so maybe looking for some more concrete shots, especially on target. Speaking of, Koala rolls it in. As I'm trying to explain the process, it's a pass off the back wall. Koala rolls in and rolls the ball in. Just kind of slots it dead center, and Honolulu are on the board with their first lead. 1-0 for the Havoc here as this one's one forward. Now 50 back into the corner again. It'll bounce up. Aiden trying to go, will get it downfield. Now Brett. Played across. LP will dunk it out to the side while Jared's going to drop it down again. Now Jared, another flick forward, and LP able to get the save. Walla trying to turn on it, won't get anything. Craney just dives by. Brett now going next though, and he'll push it back into the corner. Aiden going to send it away. Jared going to drop it down. Craney waiting on it. Brett behind him. Craney now brings it down, looking for a 50, gets it away, but it's too far out. No one able to jump. That allows LP a big clear, and even more pressure maybe started by Honolulu. This one's dunked over to LP. They'll play it off the corner. It'll bounce up. Falling back down. Koala doesn't reach the ceiling, though, and Aiden going to play passive. We've seen this from him. Not willing to dive at those. Both a good and a bad quality, of course, will lead to less overcommits, but at the same time, you might want a little bit of risk in order to get those goals on the board, as that is a great pass. No one's there for it, though. LP looking for the touch back, does beat everyone, but the only cars there are empty space, and KC did turn into a shot for them, but Honolulu were able to parry it away. 30 more seconds have passed. Still 1-0 here. Trying to keep control. We've kind of devolved back into the back and forth gameplay, but of course you'll take that a lot more now as Honolulu, as you are the ones with control of the game. Time kind of in your favor the more it goes down, although there is still plenty of it as we're just about approaching halfway. I guess that's fair, Liam, but I'm with Couch on this one. As there's an empty shot for Jared, though. Just a couple seconds past halftime, Brett drops it down, and it turns into a perfect pass. Just about gets by LP. And shot right through. Now 1-1. All tied up for KC, and now the pressure right back on the Havoc. LP tries to pass this one down, and Koala gets a good dunk on it. One forward into the Crimson corner here. He'll try to blast it away. That one will fly forward. Blocked by LP. They'll follow it up. Another bouncing ball forward. Brett will leave it, and Jared will pick it up. Now pass over to Brett. He'll win a big 50 downfield. Koala trying to go. I don't think he has it. He does not. LP will bail it out for now. So let's see. This one bouncing in. Koala back down from the ceiling. Flip right by that one. Koala will try to play it off the sidewall again. Runs back into the corner. Craney around the outside. Jared will dive in. LP just about keeps it away. Brett will try to crash. Koala will fake, and that works out. Now another double commit. Aiden left alone, but it's a big demo, and an open net for Aiden. Honolulu take the lead back. It looked like it might be disorder. It might be an overcommit, but instead, the defense is removed. There's no one to take advantage, and instead, Honolulu get to walk it in. 87 seconds to go. Still a lot of time. But now, control right back in the hands of the Havoc. Question is, can they hold on to it? Play this one forward. Trying to turn around again. Brett to clear it downfield. Wall up the sidewall. Brett trying to stay with it. Looking for another play down. We'll just let it go. LP into the corner now. That gets by Jared. LP looking for a bump. Won't quite find it as Craney and Jared pinch that one away. Brett now clearing it forward. Craney off the back wall, but dunked by Koala. That keeps it out to the side as we hit 45 seconds. Jared pull shot into a worse position here. Faked out by Koala. Craney trying to sit with it. Flicked off the back wall. LP's getting bullied, but Brett hits the post. Jared will keep it in the corner, but there's not much more to be done. Brett will finally move back in. That's a big 50 forward, but Aiden gets a big clear the other way. 20 seconds to go. It wasn't completely free, but it felt like that was one they needed. Craney off the post. Brett takes advantage. 2-2. They will not be punished as Craney sets it up beautifully, and Brett just slams it down the middle. All even again. Now this one though dropped down. You feel like maybe time's running low. It's lending to OT, but no, Honolulu won't let it. Just a high 50 dropping back down, and LP gets a free shot. Craney trying to dive back, facing the wrong way. Nothing he can do, just has to watch it go in now. 4 seconds, and Honolulu are back in front. Now the kickoff one again. Time dropping down. No chance for KC. It hits the post, but the result is the same as the Honolulu Havoc tie the series up both in goals and games. Moved up as it moved back to 1-1. I mean, we said they got to focus on getting goals across the line. That's exactly what happens in the end. Of course, I mean, I don't want to devolve to just saying score more than your opponent and you win, because, like, wow, but essentially, that's kind of what happened. They weren't perfect on defense. They weren't capitalizing on everything. I'd have to look at the matches coming up, but I wouldn't be surprised, I guess. I guess OKC St. Petersburg could be. Round Rock Havana could be. Moving over to Pixel. Demons New Mexico could be. Like, there are enough games left that could be one-sided that I'm not going to stand on saying yes. but I think it's very possible. So Brett trying to 50 this one out again. Jared, pop it up. LP 50s it out to the side again. Koala trying to jump up for it, drops it down. Brett looking for another flick. He will abandon, but it's Aiden moving in. Looking for a play forward, it'll get towards the net. Also, I'll mention, I don't think you needed to say that second message. I don't think that was needed. As Jared will get up for this one, tries to put it towards net. It's a little wide. Brett's there, but a great read by LP. Just in the right spot. Cleared over to the side again. Craney trying to dive. Doesn't get a piece. Koala will get a shot off that. Now another. Jared saves both. Now fake by one. It's Brett with control. He'll pop up. He'll air dribble by one. He'll 50 a second, but it's just out to the side. Harmless for now. Now this one, though. A big fake or a big miss. And Craney just walks it in. You thought the threat might be over, but it bounces out. Koala just not reading that one. Flips away from it and lets it go by him. This one tried to clear forward again towards net, but Craney will block it away. Now bump comes through, space for Koala. He'll just tap it into the corner. Jared trying to pop it away. Aiden off the left wall. Aiden looking for a roller, but it's right at Craney, and he'll block it away again. KC have been pretty locked in on defense here. Trying to play it forward, looking for a 50, flicks it forward. There's no one even on screen. Somehow it turns open. LP trying to get back, goes all the way to the corner, but can't get back in time. Craney just walks it in as we've switched to a different couch. Anyone watching on YouTube has no clue what that means, but we're rolling with it. Koala trying to play it down. Jared will drop it in again, now rolled out. LP trying to play it back in. Koala trying to play it across. LP, great pass down. Aiden tries to jump, but it's a tough shot, and he doesn't have an angle. LP now another pass out. It forces a Koala. Koala pops it up high. Brett just barely gets a piece. LP up in the air again. This one's awkward. They'll still get a dunk. They'll back up into it, but demoed as it gets cleared to the side. Now Koala up in the air, doesn't have a double, might be a fake, but Aiden gets bumped. Still there's another miss, but LP's not reading it, and they won't get back to it. They're now moving in, has time, clear forward. No one there but the corner. Koala will be able to walk it away for the moment, but KC are just burning away at the clock. Rules have shifted as, oh my, hold on. Koala, he stops moving. Surely he's popping off. LP plays it forward. Koala, the redirect, pops it in. 2-1. Even getting a nice one from Jared. I was going to say LP has been the main threat this game, but Koala wants to have a word. Puts Honolulu back within one. Still plenty of time here. Over 100 seconds to go. This one drops down, a bit of a miss, a bit of another. Craney, wide, couch is raging. Jared will clean it up for him. Brett can't make contact. Craney can't place, but Jared does both. And KC double their lead again. Right back to 3-1. Pressure right back on Honolulu with it as Brett might add on, but Aiden able to block it away. Koala trying to bounce it forward. LP takes it, but only able to get a demo as Jared takes it the other way. Another 50 down by LP. Koala crashing. Bar down. Bouncing. Cleared. No goal. Inches away from a forced through by Koala, but just gets a tiny bit too far out under it. And just has to watch it get cleared away. It stays a 2-goal advantage, and it's just getting worse. Now Koala on this one, though. There's your retribution. Now 3-2. Back to a one-goal game again. Aiden forces the bump. Makes him stay grounded. And Koala's just able to roll it through, so misses the last one. Able to get this one. And we are back within one here. 56 to go. Koala on it already, but can't find a touch. Did work out as a fake. That's one rolled out. LP trying to go forward, but Brett takes it out. Jared already got the boost heel. He's lurking, looking for the pass back, but Aiden will take it away. Brady now pops it up, but Koala will get there. Dropping down again, low boost on everyone. Backflip by LP. How about a second? Koala will pass it back. Aiden's already there, but Jared makes the save. LP keeps the pressure on, but Jared not letting anything through. Koala popping this one up again, waiting under, going for the flick, wins it forward. Blocked by Craney. Aiden scores 3-3. Good saves, but a save won't be a clear, and especially with a double commit, it just ends up open. Koala forces it, and Aiden cleans it up. Honolulu tie it up again. LP trying to catch. This one will drop down. Koala plays it off the corner. Brett will bring it down once more. Jared trying to get it away. Off the sidewall, Koala's there. Clock ticking down. OT looming, but Honolulu didn't allow it last game. Craney passing it out. Aiden there. This one should surely fall, and it does. Game 3, overtime. Next goal is match point. Koala with first control, but it's sunk by Brett. Aiden has to get back. He's given time, and he'll get a good clear. LP in the air. Direct shot. Craney catches. LP just barely misses the bump, but will get another as Koala demos a second. Brett given free time, but puts it wide, and it's saved away by Aiden. Now Aiden chasing it down, another 51 forward. Craney will get dunked as well. In the corner, bouncing out, bump on Brett. Craney now needs a 50, gets it out to the sidewall. Brett trying to pop it forward. It's Jared waiting behind him. Brett might just go himself. That one 50'd a little high, and Koala able to push it to the side. Now Aiden pops over one, looking to get by a second, goes even on the 50, but it's right to Koala. Koala in the air, a little bit heavy on the jump, still gets a good 50, and it'll roll out. Now dropping down, LP, quick shot, bar, down, in. Retribution for Koalas earlier. This time it trickles off the defender and rolls in. LP, the guillotine shot from above. And the Havoc are one away from a Week 1 win. LP was everywhere in that game, and it shines in OT. As you see the change coming through before we switch away, as it's Brett leaving the lobby and Wild Boy joining in. So going for the change once they get down against match point. Always riskier than a first game strategy, but I mean, if it works out, it works out. If not, you got a sub game in, or you got another roster game in. So, technically, some positive either way, but we'll see. As you see the chat, very excited about it. Koala, 2 for 6, 2 assists as well. Getting the most points on the team and probably the most impact, although I would still maybe throw LP in that position. Really just felt like they were everywhere in the early stages. Now, of course, as soon as the goals started getting scored, that was all Koala, but a lot of impact on LP too. Can't overstate that. As we do now load in, though, game number 4, Honolulu on match point. Actually one away from taking this win, which felt a little bit in question after they dropped that first one. Aiden now popping it forward, though. LP not able to get a piece of it. Dunked off the back, Koala. Able to get around the outside. Now Koala on it again. Scores 1-0. The People's Champion does it again. And it's already 1-0 for the Havoc. Only 15 seconds in. Koala does it again. Brady trying to bounce it forward. Aiden able to play it out to the side. Jared off the corner. Koala along clear. LP's up for it, but Wild Boy cuts it off. Wait forward. Koala, another log clear. They go for it again. Aiden a couple inches away. Maybe give him a dominance and he hits it. And Craney will blast this one forward. Trying to go forward is LP. Instead, we'll drop to Aiden. Aiden trying to pop forward, running low on boost. Might get a reset, might get a touch. Instead, it's just a 50. And he'll fall harmlessly into the corner. Jared now loses out to Koala. LP in the air. Close on the read, but that won't cut it. Instead, Wild Boy will catch, cut, and dribble it away. Still, though, Aiden will force it back in. Honolulu trying to set up for some pressure. KC try to break out, but it's LP to dribble it right back in. Now from the corner, LP trying to cut it mid, but not going to be there. Aiden now in the air again. Pass across, above the net, dropping down, but Koala can't get a piece. Now dropping in again. Demo comes through by LP. Aiden on it. 8.5 in. Not a lot of control for KC. Probably the least we've seen. Wild Boy gets demoed across field. LP wins it forward, but a very fortunate spawn will help out the Foxtrotters there. Craney now going high. Double down. What's the angle? We'll have to get the protractor, but Craney can tell ya, because he hits it. Wide all the way to the corner. Slams it dead center. No chance for Aiden in net, and it's a tie game. A minute and a half after the first goal, KC get it back. We're all tied up here on Utopia Coliseum. Trying to bounce it forward again. It'll get blocked over to the left. Now dropping down, plays it off the back wall. Bump comes through. LP's there, 50 to the side. Jared now waiting under it, pops it forward. LP dunked by Craney. Aiden will get a save. He'll look for a dribble. He'll pop it up. He'll win a 50. But how much more can he do? He'll need more. That's a pass. LP scores 2-1. Aiden does 90% of it, but the last 10 was needed, and LP provides. You know what? Give 5 to Koala as well with the bumps on the goal line. All three involved to make the play happen. And Honolulu steal the lead right back. Half the game to go. KC trailing by 1 again, but not for long. Wild Boy, in his first game, will tie it up again. Jared 50s it back. Wild Boy slots it. Koala taking far post a little bit too seriously. Poor timing by Couch with the mobile delay. And it's all even again. Off the right side once more. This one dropping down. Koala trying to center it. Craney will get the send away. This one dropping down. Bit of a team up there, I believe. Does mess up LP. They do still get a touch, but it's Jared to take it away. Now he'll look for a bump, but Koala gets the long clear. Honestly, that might have been in if he hit it on target, but it will roll wide. Honolulu will have to settle for an attack. LP now fakes this one down. Played off the corner, bouncing away. Jared trying to send it out. Koala will get it back in. Drop down by LP. Wild Boy sitting behind it. Aiden gets the 50 away. Dropping down for Jared. Now, that one was Koala playing it forward, but it is right at Craney, as he will get bumped away, and Koala cuts right back in on it. Now Wild Boy playing a 50, pops it in the air, played off the crossbar. Jared's there, so is LP. Honolulu, hold on. Koala, though, that's a big loss. That's going to be a goal. Craney has another. Foxtrotters take the lead. Koala a little bit too bold, goes low on the 50, and it goes right through him. So KC will jump right back ahead. First time this game. Can they hold on to it? Can they take a second game win? Can they send us the distance, or do Honolulu have another gear? A big pinch forward, dunked away by Wild Boy. Control time for Aiden, but he doesn't have the boost. Just has to pop it. Koala again! Jared makes the save, but how is that on target? Craney trying to get it away. LP a high bouncing ball. Jared a bit of power, but it's right into Aiden. Aiden off the back wall. Wild Boy saves it away. Koala now plays it off the side. It's a perfect pass, perfect shot. All knotted up. We find parity again for the 4th time this game, as it's 3-3. Koala, another great pass, taps it off the sidewall, and LP finds the shot through them all. They have been locked in here. One off the side again. Koala gonna pop it up in the air. Trying to sit under it, eventually forced to retreat as Craney will take over, but not a lot of power. LP with control, but it was a double commit. Now one has to turn, it's Aiden, he'll dribble, he'll look for a flick, will find it to the side, but Craney will turn back in, but he can't find the touch. Now another double commit, Wildboy with control, but no boots, he'll get demoed. Koala wasting time, 15 seconds until another overtime. So KC push and Honolulu counter. Koala to the right side. That pinch goes a bit wayward. Forces Jared up into the air. Way to the side. Now the double down popped up in the air again. That one will drop. For the 2nd game in a row, we are headed to overtime. Koala, though, a big win. That has a chance to go. Craney will keep it away. Aiden lurking, pops it high. Koala in the air. That's a big save. Might it be on target? Doesn't matter. Aiden's there. Bouncing out again. Aiden cuts, dribbles, scores. 4-3. Honolulu take it in 4. Overcommit for KC. No one covers the net. Aiden slices and dices and plays it right through him. As we hit the gray screen of terror. But Honolulu have to be happy with this one. I don't know what's going on here. This is horrifying. Can I say that? what is going on? I don't have stats. I can't save the replay. I can't. Okay. Did it kick me? Oh, no, it loaded me to the next one. Awesome. What was that? I haven't seen that. Good thing I have autosave replays on. As we will ask for an interview. It kind of got to bounce back from whatever I just witnessed. I don't know what the gray screen of terror was, but, you know. Alright, let's ask that question. But, have to say, cleanly played by both teams, you know. Honolulu obviously getting the win. Everyone looked good, especially it was Aiden in the early games, then Koala and LP in the later games, with Aiden, of course, having his impact as well. But on the other side, KC played a solid series. Felt like in games 3 and 4, they kind of lost that control they had, but still didn't play too bad and did put up a fight. So both these teams will be interesting to watch going forward. But we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. Well, we are back with Honolulu. You do drop the first game, but you take the 3 straight after that. You get the win. How's it feel?
Pretty good. LP really, honestly, the whole team. Koala had a lot of nice shots. LP had some great aerial goals. I was gonna go in. I was trying to get some sub games, but my PC and my Rocket League kind of like got destroyed. But they locked in and they won. So
The universe said Liam wasn't allowed to play tonight.
That's tough. I mean, I guess it worked out. If nothing else.
True.
Qual, I do have to ask, what was with the redirects this series? There's the one that went in, the one that got saved. What was going on there?
I know the one that got saved was better too.
Definitely, it's a clanger.
I don't know. I have been playing. I did hit. Look out! But I was playing casual twos with Bard earlier and hit a reset. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, look.
Guys, it might be
rest
over.
of the league. If I figure it out, y'all
yeah,
done.
It might be over for Pixel. I don't know. Koala's hitting resets. Oof.
No, for seriously, Aiden and LP or Pibble, they were. Aiden said he sucked, which I've seen him play better than tonight for sure. So if this sucks, then we got a
Yeah.
pretty solid baseline, which
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
That was a pretty impactful bad game, if so. So
Yeah. I was like, all right, sweet. Let's go. And I mean, lost first game. Were we down in every game that we played? I feel like we were
No.
at one point,
maybe. I don't
but
honestly
well, we
maybe.
were in most of them, and
Yeah,
you know,
definitely
we
that
kept
was
fighting back, so
for sure.
resilience was good.
Now I will ask, looking forward to next week. You guys do play Madison, who is a team we actually have seen play. So how do you feel about that one?
Madison with Chipmunk, Panda.
Nope. That 0 for 2. Madison
Oh,
is Bussin Gerd's Argue Money Gamer.
Oh,
I don't know anything about Agu Money.
um,
Uh,
I played with Money in the scrims before, and he's really good. I've looked at a good hard team, but I think we just do it with him.
yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about them, but Gerds is obviously very solid. Chipmunk is solid, or I mean, Gamer solid. Sorry, did it again. Uh, so I mean, yeah, it's early in the season.
Yeah.
We'll see, but I was confident before this game, and tonight certainly didn't change my mind.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot to figure out after their first game, but I mean, strong roster on paper, you believe they'll figure it out. So hopefully it's a good game. But congratulations to you guys, GG's, and good luck next week.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, that's a show of early season. You know, you ask about a team, and it's either haven't seen them play or I don't know enough about that team. So you kind of have to have the confidence going into every game, but it's so hard to predict how they go. It's so hard to know your opponents. So that's the difference of early season. But either way, it was a good performance from Honolulu tonight, as everyone got involved, like we said. They all played good, and they all got the goals they needed, apart from game one, of course, which is the outlier does not describe the mean. But either way, that does it for tonight. Only the one game, but we'll have, I believe, 2 locked in for tomorrow. So should be another fun night of games then. But we'll see you then. For now, your final score here, Honolulu 3, KC 1. We'll see you back tomorrow night.